In this project, our main objective are to demonstrate how an infrared thermometer works by applying the principles of electromagnetic field theory. We aim to explain how infrared radiation, which is naturally emitted from the human body, propagates through space and is absorbed by the sensor inside the thermometer. Through this, we apply EMT concepts such as radiation transmission and energy conversion in a real biomedical device. Lastly, we highlight the importance of infrared thermometers in modern healthcare, especially as a safe, fast, and non-contact method of temperature screening.
In this part, I will explain about biomedical device. Infrared thermometers are useful in measuring temperature across a range of industrial and clinical environments. These non-contact temperature measurement device function well in circumstances where the object is fragile and dangerous to get into or when other kind of thermometer are not practical. Okay, let's dive into how they function. What is infrared radiation? First, let's understand infrared radiation. Every object that isn't absolute zero temperature has molecule moving with it. The speed of molecular movement is directly related to the object temperature. The highest temperature, a faster molecule move. Okay, this is how infrared thermometer works. We have five. First is infrared emission. Every object emits infrared radiation based on its temperature. Second is focusing the radiation. Infrared thermometer use a lens to focus the infrared light from the object onto a detector called thermophile. Thermophile is made up of the thermocouple that are connected in series or parallel. Then voltage output. The thermophile produces a voltage output proportionally to the incident infrared energy. The last one is temperature calculation. This voltage output is then used by the thermometer to calculate the temperature which is displayed on the screen.
Hi Doctor, today I'll be presenting to you the product demonstration. So it's very straightforward. As you can see in our circuitry, we just have the important element, which is the non-contact infrared thermometer, or basically a temperature sensor, where it uses infrared, or it uses radiation to actually detect um, temperature. So as you can see, I've used in two experiments. One I've actually measured my hand, and the other I've used the lighter. So the data, as you can see on the left and on the right, is the temperature that is taken. So if you were to notice that the temperature of my hand or my finger, it was about roughly 30 to 31 degrees Celsius, and the temperature of the lighter was roughly about 50 to 60 to even 70 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty much the demonstration. There's a demonstration video at the next slide if you wish to look the full video. That is all. Thank you, Doctor.
Hello, I'm Avril and I'll be explaining the electromagnetic field theory behind how our infrared thermometer works. First, according to EMT, any object with a temperature above absolute zero emits energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation, and for us humans, that's mostly infrared radiation. This radiation travels through space as a wave made of oscillating electric and magnetic fields. These waves carry energy, and when they reach a surface like a sensor, that energy can be absorbed and converted into something useful, like an electric signal. This is how our thermometer detects body temperature without any physical contact. These are the two important laws behind our infrared thermometer. First is Planck's law, which tells us how the intensity of emitted radiation varies with wavelength and temperature. It helps determine which part of the spectrum the body emits most strongly in, usually the infrared range. Second is the Stefan-Boltzmann law, which tells us the total power radiated by an object based on its absolute temperature. So, hotter objects emits more radiation. In short, this law explains how our thermometer works. The body emits infrared energy, and the amount of that energy directly reflects your temperature. The sensor detects it and the thermometer converts it into a readable temperature on the screen.
Infrared thermometers are widely used in hospitals, clinics, and during public health screenings because they allow fast and contactless temperature measurement. This helps reduce the risk of infection, especially during outbreaks like COVID-19. They are also very helpful in neonatal care, where babies' temperatures can be checked without disturbing them. At home, people use these thermometers for quick and hygienic self-monitoring, especially for children and the elderly. All of this is possible because of electromagnetic field theory. The thermometer detects infrared radiation from the body, absorbs it through a sensor, and converts it into an electrical signal to display the temperature accurately.